Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear students, today the second lecture of BSCS English Communication Skills. Today we discuss the levels of communication. The levels of the communication are 5 in numbers. Number 1 is verbal level of communication. This level is perhaps the most apparent level of the human communication. This levels of communication includes our selection of words as well as our visions on the based on an understanding of the meaning between speaker and listener. Different words evoke different images, memories, and meaning of different peoples. To communicate effectively on the verbal level, select the right words and uses for the context of the conversation. If you select very appropriate words which are very relevant according to the situation, in this way your recipient can also understand easily and he can understand something important for him. Number 2, physical level of communication. Physical level of communication. In this level of communication, the visual cues like eyes contact, gestures, movements, stances, breathing, posture, and facial expression influence how we feel and communicate others. In this way, your recipient can also easily understand and also effectively learns to communicate effectively on the physical level. It is helpful to physically along with others, connecting with them in form and movement. It also helps to be mindful of your posture, facial expressions, and hand gestures. While you are communicating, your body language as well as your cues which are showing by your hand as well as your facial expressions, your body language can also be very helpful to communicate and understanding the real object of this communication. Number 3, auditory level of communication. Auditory level of the communication, the sound of our voice, including the tune, range, volume, and speed affects. However, messages are received and interrupted by others. A fast talker must slow down his speed of recipient or the audience seems mentally absent and not interested from the heart while communication. So it is your responsibility to communicate effectively, because it is the level which you can also directly related of your hearing sense. If you are hearing concentratedly, so you can learn well. If you are not going to learn, if you are not going to hear any conversation effectively to the object, the real meanings are unable to understand. So in this way, we are not in this position to explain or as well as understand clearly. Number 4, emotional level of communication. As you can judge easily by the words, in this level of the communication, emotions plays very important role. Some people appreciate how our emotional states affects when we communicate and how the message is interpreted by the others. If you are having a conversation about a very crucial situation, your behavior and your facial expression should be matched clearly. The words which are spoken by you. For example, if you are talking about any passionate condition, rageful condition, your facial expression should be a very strong by the face. If your face shows a little bit of the anger, so you can easily communicate and you can easily convey your message. So in this way, now the recipient can also be well interlinked, well connected. So he can also judge your ability as well as your face impressions. So that's why he can take it as a very seriously. So in this way, the speaker can put the recipient in a particular state of the mind by using particular words. You must become aware of emotional state, learning to pass and rise and fall of your voice while speaking words delivered with pride, anger or fears are rarely well received. Now the next level of communication is energetic level. In energetic level, we also call this level a physical level of the communication. So this level of communication encompasses a vast range unseen factors, including a person, level of consciousness, the frequency or harmonics of the message, and other subtle energies to communicate effectively hold the highest intention for the person, for the other person. When we are centered in a state of the mind, we are more likely to access the level, the holds great treasure of insight into others, helping us communicate with great ease. When you are communicating passionately, energetically, so you convey well. Your levels of the communication also include very effective meanings. In this way, your recipient can learn very seriously. If he does not show any kind of the negligence while communicating, so it means that just only he is killing the time. So that's why, dear students, there are 5 levels of the communication. Through these levels we can also communicate others effectively, as well as your recipient can also understand easily the real message. What is the message? Lying apparently. And what is the message? Lying in this level hiddenly. So through this level you can also convey apparently as well as innerly. So these levels of the communication are very helpful to communicate effectively. Thank you so much.